Hello. So, Cryptogether in the video, not the house. So, just looking back at last night's tweet where I offered a couple of views of Bitcoin. This one was on dark mode. I was looking at Fibonacci targets. We stalled here at this 161. The higher white grey box is a 261 target. Things don't go up in straight lines. So I've just had a look at this. I've just put on this small local golden pocket here for a little Fibonacci retracement. And so far today, we're getting there. So what are we going to see? Are we going to see a really nice bounce and go to 261, or are we going to mess and go down to the greater retracement here? Which, you know, this would be the Fibonacci golden pocket around at the 23s, 24s. But at the moment, it's already a good little target. Congrats to anyone who saw that tweet and has placed that order. It's never a good idea to place the order right at the bottom of the box because those are extremes. Even if it does wick down there, you may not get filled. Maybe I'm a little bit early with my congratulations, sorry. Yeah, I'm just saying we are heading there. Let's hope we get some fills there. Too early to tell. Oops, sorry, I'm drawing all over the place here. Too early to tell, but congratulations if you saw it and you're aware of that and may get filled. Maybe that's the better way of putting it. So, yes. What else was I looking at on that tweet? Yeah, we offered a lighter view of things here. Just wanted to bring up this main trend line where we have got over. From here, this Fibonacci, we've already had almost like 100% move. So in general, to go over a 161 is necessary to remain bullish and then head up to the 261, which would be in, 40k territory. But if we were to make a golden pocket here, it would bring us right back onto this trend line, and a lot of people would shit the bed. I think it's about 23k ish. This was the one. Yeah, more detailed. So 161 was the place to stop so far, and we've started to retrace as we've seen. We could even come back down here, which would be about 22k ish, 23 something. Also a good area if you want to add some spot and build a bag slowly, if you haven't been doing since 16k, like a lot of people haven't been doing. And that's fair enough because, it's difficult to call bottoms, but it does help with Fibonacci because, come on, let's have a look at the white chart. Sorry, I don't know why I'm going all Irish on y'all here. Multiple charts, multiple views. Yeah, here we go. This move here, you can see the Fibonacci levels, gives us a major minus 161 retracement. If you go on the weekly, you'll see what a nice place to be aware of here, that when you get down here, if you want to reverse or stop the bearish trend, you've got to bounce here. If you're going to carry on bearish, so this is the 261, that would have been pretty bloody scary. It would have taken us back down to like 7 to 8k and pray, which may happen. Who knows? Maybe this is going to become resistance and we shit the bed and come down here, and then we go to price disco. I always like to look at different options. I'm not bullish, I'm not bearish, I'm just aware of things and reacting accordingly. If we just get rid of this, I'd like to zoom in here and show what is for the moment referenced as the look mom chart. Hey mom, look. Jesus, sorry about this, guys. I'm having a nightmare with the pen tool today. I've got it on log for this. So this little move here, let's go back. This move here has a 261 target up here, and this 261 kind of correlates here. So the middle of that would line up nicely here, and the look mom area would also give us confluence with this downtrend, which is like in the 36k region. If we have a look at the line chart, this is why it's drawn like this. So we could tap this and come down. I'm not saying all the way down to 7k, but it's an area to be aware of. This is on the chart because it has acted as support once briefly as resistance. There are people that have looked at lower down here saying this could be resistance, and we're over that, right? For the moment, and we're back under it. But yeah, I think people were expecting there to be more of a problem getting over these two clusters here, which yeah, I just think there's more to be expected, and then a potential breakdown higher. But like I said, things don't go up in straight lines. That's what Fibonacci is great. It's a golden pocket is like a 60% retracement roughly, so good to be aware of that. Why are we going down? Well, you always need to have a look at the dollar, DXY index. I'm bearish on the dollar. This is kind of where I'm looking for it to go. Actually, let's go on dark here. Let's go on dark. Where's my chart gone? Yeah, so this is the trend line that it's rejected off under the resistance zone, which is an inverse golden pocket, but it's trying to save this pivot here. It's trying to save it. If you look on the line chart, it actually didn't, it went lower. But anyway, we've bounced here today on the dollar, and there's an inverse correlation. Risk assets and the dollar work inversely, and also the VIX is super low. It's going down to some of its lowest areas. This is an area where, you know, you need to be careful. If the VIX spikes here in the 15s, you know, it's going to get volatile. The volatility index. So what else did we want to look at today? We wanted to look at APT, because APT is worth looking at. So yeah, just an update. Here was a trend line. I'm on log view at the moment. I'm not going to draw the fib again, but it bounced here because from this move, that was a GP. It managed to save the trend line. This was getting a bit worrying. It was looking like worth abandoning. I thought it was going to spill down, but on the daily, the awesome oscillator was crept back up again into positive territory above the 50, or over the 50 on the RSI, and yeah, I'm just hoping to see a bit of this, just hug that trend line and then accumulate and go for glory. You know, even if we get to, let's say it's not clear yet if this asset is a 161, a 261, or even a 461 asset. Certain coins, for example, Ethereum is a 261 asset generally. But yeah, you know, let's say that was a 461, that'd be a 300% move. 130, 100 easy. I want to look at FTM. I want it. So a few days ago, I had this black line posted in a tweet saying that this was going to look nice if we start to get over there, and all of these levels are in positive territory, which has happened. So I've added this green level as a place to be aware of. It's crept its head over the green one, but what's going to happen? Are we going to create a range here, and it's good for scalpers in this area, or are we just going to bounce and send it? Excuse me for all of my crazy percentage targets here, but the reason I'm doing that is, you know, if you're down here, we're so early. If you're building spot bags, you know, add a bit every week, every few days, add a little chunk into the pot, and just, you know, even if we get up to here, if you're doing all of your work down here, the rest of the time, if we ever do send it, and even if we get to a 161, that's like, you know, 800%, you know, 900%, you're going to get massive returns, and your work will be over here. You'll just be watching, but not all the time, because I just need to point this out to you. The reason this orange box and this fib is drawn here is because this is going to be a resistance zone. Technically, so yeah, it's worth setting alerts on FTM. You don't want to be greedy and try and take profit at 221, for example. You may want to do it here, retraces a bit before sending, Or you're just happy to hold. You did all your work down here, you hold and hold. You don't care if it comes back down here because you did all your work. You may want to add some more, and then it goes off to $4 or $5. Who knows what happens? $8, $14. Who knows? This market never fails to surprise us. And what did we want to... Oh, the next coin, Dent. I don't even know if anyone follows Dent. I feel like it's such a... It would be classed as a dinosaur coin, right? But it's something I heard of in 2018 and was quite impressed because it actually had a real use case. Oh, fuck off. Sorry. Sorry, it's like the third time I've tried to record this video today. That's why I'm paranoid that it doesn't work. But we're recording. There's a real use case for Dent. In a lot of countries where they are dependent on by pay-as-you-go data for mobile phone usage, if they have any surplus minutes, they can exchange that and pass it on and trade their minutes. And Dent allows that. They've created an ecosystem for this, and Dent is their token. There were some massive gains to be had on the last run, as you can see. And even if we get back to all-time highs, you know, that's a nice chunk of change. So digging in a little bit lower on the daily, we've bounced off this GP, this golden pocket. This area is probably going to cause a bit of a stall, but since we're above the 50 even on the weekly, it would be nice to see that contain that momentum and see the awesome oscillator creep into positive and, you know, give us some of that beast mode momentum like we saw in the last run. If not, we'll have to be patient, but, you know, if that means accumulating some more, like I said, great time to be accumulating, but, you know, slowly being aware that things can shit the bed because there are wars going on. There's a war against crypto. The banks are on their ass, and who knows what else. DMTR, this is one I've completely missed the boat on, and it looks like, oh, why would you be bothered about missing the boat on this? It looks dead. But if we go into log, there's a 30,000%, sorry, 3,300% move, like from the bottom. Of course, no one's going to catch the bottom, but my God, all of these coins in the 0.0s, they can definitely give you some good gains. So this actually has real world use cases as well. I've noticed, I've just started looking it up today. I don't know the full story, but I'm going to research more. It has some agricultural, data-driven farming aspect to it, which is always nice to see real use cases. So I'm going to look into that. I hope it actually dips hard because I would like to get a golden pocket down here before it sends. Yes. And Hex, I'm big into Hex. Whatever you think of Richard Hart, I don't care, because we're going to look at it here. A bit like a lot of the coins, it's, excuse me, a bit like many coins, we are respecting a trend line here and also coming into horizontal resistance. So it's just, you know, you've got to let that play out. Something like this may happen. We may creep under and then try to save it again. So yeah, those are the kind of positions we're in. A lot of this action, a lot of people are trying to time where the pulse chain is coming out. Unfortunately, it wasn't mainnet, but it was version 4 of testnet. But who cares? I'm definitely not trying to play the market. My accumulation was down here because a lot of people, when it was here, I heard about Hex and everyone said it's a scam, it's a scam, it's a scam, and I stayed away from it because I listened to everyone, and look what it did, right? I mean, it was painful to miss out on all of that. So happy to accumulate even on the way down bit by bit, slowly. You know, that's from May 22, almost a year of accumulation. So I don't mind. I don't even mind more sideways action because that just allows you to build for later on. And, you know, delayed gratification pays off in the end. Thank you for listening. Thank you to myself for persevering with 3 or 4 times of trying to record this today. And I hope you enjoy it, and take care.